What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to I Can Cook. So what we'll be making today is a Croque Madame, which is a French fancy version for ham and cheese. Now what's different compared to your ordinary ham and cheese? Instead of just adding ham and cheese together, we're gonna make a bechamel, and that's gonna make your ham and cheese sandwich very much more creamy, a little bit more tasty, more cheesy. That will very much be an amazing hangover cure. Let's start. So this recipe is so simple to make that even your kid will be able to make this. Okay, probably not, I'm exaggerating a little. So the only thing that takes more than 5 minutes to make is the bechamel sauce itself. So let's start. Medium heat. So we've got 2 pans going on right now. I'm just gonna put a cup and a half of milk into one of the pans. With the other pan, also at medium heat, we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of butter. And just let it melt. And what we're looking for right now is for the butter to go nice and just melt it. We do not want it to become nutty brown, alright? Whereas with the milk, we're just gonna bring it up to a simmer to heat it up. We do not want to boil it. Now that our butter is nice and melted, add in 4 tablespoons of flour. Slowly whisk it in. Now just slowly whisking all that butter together with the flour. Here what we're trying to achieve is a nice and smooth paste called a roux. And that, in addition with your milk, will thicken up the sauce to form a really nice, silky smooth bechamel. And the reason why I'm using a balloon whisk is because I'm trying to get rid of all the lumps from the flour. If you're trying to use like a wooden spatula or anything, your bechamel will end up really lumpy because it's not beating out all that flour. Medium heat, whisk it in, and we're trying to cook up all of that flour. Just let it go off for 2 minutes. Now you've got to keep stirring because not only we're going to cook the lumps out of the flour. Now you've got to keep stirring because not only we're going to cook the lumps out of the flour, we're also cooking the flour out, because what we don't want in our bechamel is that raw flour taste. Look at that really nice silky light yellow paste. We've cooked out all that flour, we've cooked out all the butter. Really nice. And that will thicken up our bechamel really nicely. Now that our milk's nice and boiling, it's been simmering there for 5 minutes. Just slowly add into our roux. And just whisk it in really vigorously. Now don't be afraid to get any lumps like that, because the next 2 rounds that we're going to pour our milk in, we're just going to cook all that flour and butter mixture out of it, okay? Let's get the next batch in. And just stir it vigorously. Because what we want to do right now is to get rid of all that lumps from the roux. Our last bit of milk in. Just slowly pour. All in. And stir it vigorously. Oh, beautiful. Now take a look at that. We've got our beautiful, beautiful bechamel. Absolutely no lumps in it. Nice and white and glossy. And that's gonna be on top of our Croque Madame. Right, now that our bechamel is done, I'm gonna give it 2 more ingredients. They're gonna make your bechamel taste so much better. What I have right now is a nutmeg. Now, nutmeg and bechamel are really good friends. By adding it into your bechamel, it's gonna elevate the nuttiness flavor. Later we're gonna add cheddar cheese into our ham sandwich, and that will elevate that nuttiness as well. So this is your good friend. You can easily find it in any convenience supermarket worldwide. If you are not able to find nutmeg, you don't have to put it, but trust me, this is a gem and you should definitely put it in your bechamel. So let's grate in about a tablespoon's worth of nutmeg. I like using fresh nutmeg because as you grate it, it just releases all its smell, all its essential oils. Oh, it smells so good. Just grate in some black pepper. That's enough. Small tiny pinch of salt. Now I'm not going to put in a lot of salt into my bechamel because one, the ham is going to be salty, the cheddar cheese is going to be salty, so we're not going to make our final product really salty by just adding that small little pinch of salt. Okay, now leave it aside. Now let's assemble our dish. But what I have today is brioche, that's from the previous episode from our French toast recipe, if you can still remember that. If not, do watch it. Because I've got extra bread and I do not want to waste it, so we're going to use our brioche, nice and eggy. We've got ham. I happen to have honey roasted ham. Otherwise, if you can't find any honey roasted ham, use any type of ham you want. Parma if you're feeling a bit rich or fancy. Otherwise, any simple ham will do. Turkey, chicken, pork, up to you. So with your ham, fold it slightly, because not only we're looking to achieve that amazing taste from the ham and all that cheese, we also want to create some texture, because what you don't want is just to taste like a nice thin slice of ham. We're just gonna elevate it even more to give that nice texture in your mouth. Now get your cheese and just put as much cheese as you want, and then fill it to the brim, because you want that cheese to ooze out from the bread. That's probably enough cheese. Dijon mustard, and that's gonna give it that nice mustardy, peppery flavor to cut through all that fattiness from the bechamel, that cheese and all the ham. So take a good tablespoon and just spread it all over your bread. Put another dollop of mustard onto the other side as well. Let's not skimp on that mustard. Stack it up nicely. Now let's take it to the stove. Now let's get on with our Croque Madame. We're gonna do it like a grilled cheese. We're gonna grill it on the grill, and then we'll add our bechamel on top. So grilled cheese, high heat. Once your pan is hot, put in a chunk of butter and just a little bit of oil, vegetable oil I would say, because what we don't want is for butter to burn, because it has a low smoking point. What we want by adding the vegetable oil is for it to increase that smoke point so that the butter doesn't burn. Don't put olive oil because it has a low smoking point. When it burns, it's not gonna be very nice, really. Now that it's nice and melted, let's put in our bread. Now let it sit for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until it becomes golden brown and delicious, and for the cheese to melt. Right, now that 3.5 minutes are done, let's flip. Oh, lovely, look at that, golden brown and delicious. Give it another 3.5 minutes on the other side as well. Now we've used high heat on that one side. For the other side, turn it down to medium. What we don't want is our ham and cheese sandwich to burn, so keep it at medium heat on the other side. All we want to do now is to melt that cheese, get the other side golden brown, and then we can pop our bechamel on top. Let's look at the other side, nice and golden brown. Let's take it out, get our bechamel, nice and creamy, no lumps at all, and just spread it on top. Be as generous as you want. We're gonna pile on our cheddar cheese on top. So just pile it on. just pile it on. Fill it until the brim, because what we want is for all that cheese to ooze out and make it really cheesy. The bechamel is gonna give it that creaminess. The mustard is gonna give it that spice to cut through all the fatness of the ham, cut through all the cheese. And the ham and cheese is gonna provide that really nice saltiness that we want. Or stick it into your broiler for about 5 minutes, or until the top is nice and brown and when the cheese has melted. What makes a croque madame is our egg. Without the egg, you're gonna get a croque monsieur. Now, to fry an egg, all you need is medium heat. Okay, because what we don't want is all those brown crispy bits from the eggs. We just want a really strong heat if you want to cook something really quickly, like steak, or if you want to brown your chicken or your lamb. Flat surface, and just slowly drop your egg in. And just let it fry for about 2 minutes, because we want nice runny yolk on it. Now what we're looking for with the egg whites is for it to cook but without all that crispy brown bits where normally people used to mess up eggs with. To do that and to get rid of all that yucky transparent slime, just tilt your pan slightly. Don't worry, the oil is not too hot, and just slowly baste your egg. So this is what you want out of your egg yolk. Your eggs. Nice runny yolk, nicely cooked egg whites without the brown stuff at the bottom. So that's good. Take a look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Nice and melted cheese. The bread is nice and crispy. All that cheese, the bechamel's inside, the ham. Oh, this is so perfect. Put our egg on top. Now to finish the dish, we're gonna add cracked black pepper. Black pepper loves cheese, loves bechamel, loves egg. And there you go. That's all you need. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our very beautiful croque madame. Why don't we have a taste right now? Oh, take a look at that. Nice and runny. Just take a look at that at the inside. You've got that cheese, you've got the bread, you've got the ham, you've got the bechamel on the inside covered by all that cheese. This is gonna be so good. Now that is a really good sandwich. This will cure your hangover, definitely.